Hey there, Chris Bassett here, and I'll be showing you my Kratky hydroponic setup. I'm growing some tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers for my chili, so let's get into it. The Kratky method is a passive hydroponic system. No pumps, no electricity, just water and nutrients, and the plants doing their thing. The roots sit in a nutrient solution, and as the plant drinks, an air gap forms, giving the roots oxygen. It's perfect for low cost, low maintenance, and perfect for beginners. I started my plants from seeds just because it was cheapest to do that way. I had an old egg carton from all the eggs I eat. I did buy some potting soil and then the pepper seeds, cucumber and tomato seeds from Walmart. I think they were like $1 or something a package. But I'm just going to go ahead and fill up the egg carton with soil, put a seed in each spot, water it, and put it on a sunny spot on the back porch. If you flip over the back of the package, it'll tell you, where the seed spacing should be, how deep the seeds need to be in the soil, and the growing conditions. So you need to know what climate zone you're growing your vegetables in. If it's cooler or warmer where you live, that'll make a difference on the plant's health. I've been keeping the plants wet. Water them about every other day. This is at them after about 7 to 10 days. You can see they're starting to pop up. This is a good starting point. I did let the plants grow a little bit longer because I want the roots to be longer. That way we can start the Kratky system. So here I made a switch. The eggshell container was fine for really small plants, but I need long roots. My roots need to be at least 4 or 5 inches long. That way when I transfer the plants over to a bucket, they'll touch the water and they can continue to grow inside the bucket. So this is probably 3 weeks after. Looking good. They're growing pretty well. So the next step, I think this is a month. So I think they're ready to transplant now. I have some corn here too that I planted outside, but then you have your tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers. See, everybody's popping up. So this is about the time when I pulled them out of the starter trays and put them in the bucket. So I did buy a kit off of Amazon, link in the description, that has Masterblend 41838, calcium nitrate, and Epsom salt. These will be the 3 ingredients that we mix into the water, and it'll create a nutrient-dense solution for the plants to drink. I also bought a pH meter. The pH of the water should be between 5.5 and 6.5, and you want to adjust your pH up or down if needed. To be honest, I didn't really mess with this too much. I just kind of set it and forget it. Next, I needed to source some 5-gallon buckets, so I checked Facebook Marketplace. I bought these food-grade 5-gallon buckets for $2 a bucket with lids. I think you can go to like hardware stores, Lowe's, Menards. They have them, but they're more expensive. They're like $5. All right, some of my plants are starting to flower, so that means they're going to fruit. We got to get them out, get them into the buckets. That way they can grow. All right, so let's start the Kratky bucket setup. I got my food-grade bucket here and a lid. We're going to go ahead and set this up for the mature plants. We're going to drill a couple holes in the top. I'm going to use socks as a middleman, so we're going to wrap the plant with the sock and then put it in the hole. That way it holds the plant in place. You want a solid bucket because if light can enter the bucket, it'll grow algae. You don't want that. So here I'm just going to drill a few holes. I've got my 2-inch hole saw, and I'm going to put 5 plants per bucket. In hindsight, that's probably way too many plants because I had to continuously water it. So you could probably get away with 1 or 2 plants per bucket because they're going to drink up that water by the end of the season. So I was having to refill the buckets about every week with a gallon of water, sometimes 2 gallons of water, depending on weather temperature. All right, so we got the holes drilled in the lid. Looks good. Let's go ahead and fill the bucket up with water. I let the bucket sit overnight, so the chlorine in the water, since it's tap water, could dissipate, and that way the plant's, as healthy as it can be. Next, let's talk about the nutrient solution. So I'll be going over a budget-friendly combo that's widely available online. I got this stuff on Amazon. You want to mix the 12 grams of Masterblend, 12 grams of calcium nitrate, and 6 grams of Epsom salt per 5 gallons of water. So in my case, that would be 2 teaspoons of Masterblend, 2 teaspoons of calcium nitrate, and 1 teaspoon of Epsom salt. Make sure you wash the utensils you're using afterwards. You don't want to be eating the fertilizer, obviously. And then you'll need to stir it very aggressively. It seems like it didn't want to dissolve too easily. So you really got to give her a spin, stir it up. And then when it came to making refills, I just reduced the amount for 1 gallon, I kept an old milk jug, washed it out, and then I would make this per gallon when I was refilling the buckets. So just reduce the amount you're using to equal a 1 gallon quantity. And I got this pH tester off Amazon as well, link in the description, but it was like $8. So it's pretty simple. You just insert it into the water or the fluid. It'll test the pH. You want your pH to be between 5.5 and 6.5. You can adjust it with pH up or down if needed. I think you could also use baking soda to bring it down and then vinegar to bring it up. So this part was messy. We need to transfer the plants that are in soil to the bucket, which is water. We're gonna wash all the dirt off the roots, expose the roots, and then I was wrapping them in socks. I needed something that would allow the plant to grow, but still kind of hold it in place. I've seen other people use like pool noodles, like the foam. They have specific like growing material that's like a netting or like a pot with holes in it. That way it'll allow the plants to go through. But I'm doing it cheap, DIY style. So here I've got a bucket and then I'm washing the dirt off of the roots. And then when the roots are exposed, we'll wrap the plant with a sock and then stick it in place. So the idea is to just have the plants dangle so the bottom half of the root is in the Kratky solution, and then that way the top half has air because they'll grow air roots above the water, and then the roots will grow down towards the bottom of the bucket while it's trying to absorb the fluid. So just position the sock so it wraps around the plant with the roots exposed, and then the top and the leaves can get sunlight. So here's a decent angle. You can see the roots are just kind of barely touching the surface of the water, a little bit of air gap. And I'm gonna fill up the other 4 holes with plants, but I'm gonna leave 1 hole open so I can add water. So here's the fun part. You get to watch your plants grow. Tomatoes, jalapeños take about 60 to 90 days to fruit, while cucumbers can be ready in 50 to 70 days. Make sure you keep the buckets in a sunny spot, 6 to 8 hours of daily sunlight, and then top off the water when it gets low. This is the mistake that I made. I wanted to keep them indoors to keep animals from eating them, and I don't think they got enough light. So they grew kind of slow. They didn't really fruit a lot of vegetables, even though they had a ton of flowers. I don't know if they need pollinators, but they had a ton of flowers. The flowers wilted, fell off, and they didn't really fruit a whole lot. But you'd want to pick your tomatoes when they're red, jalapeños when they're green or red for extra heat, and cucumbers when they're about 6 to 8 inches long. Hey, check out some other videos over here. I've got some Amazon links to the stuff I use. Check those out if you want to help support at no extra cost. I'd really appreciate it. Any other questions or comments, put those below. Thanks.